Vandeham Shri Guru Shiyata Parakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Sya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Soidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shivashikam Vitam Sya Om Ajnana Timarandasya Gyanajana Shlakaya Chakshuranitam Yena Tasma Shri Gurave Namah Gurva Bhistam Supurakam Gurgana Rasisha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasta Veda Nipanam Shri Rupa Patanagam Govinda Bidam Ujwalam Bharatanum Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Bande Vishwagurun Shah Divyat Bhagavad Prem Navi Bija Pradam Devam Divyat Tanum Suchanda Varanam Balarka Shilanshitam Sandrananda Puram Sadeka Varanam Vairagya Vidyam Buddhim Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Baram Banditam Shubhadam Madeka Sharanam Nyashishvara Shidaram Vanchakopatarubhyascha Kripasindhu Bhyevaja Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahamaranyaya Krishna Prema Pranayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gaura Tabhishe Namah. So we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, with translation and commentary by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. This is Adi-lila, Chapter 7, Lord Chaitanya and 5 features. Agati eka gatim nadva hinartadika sadakam Sri Chaitanyam likyate sha prema bhakti varanyata. Let me first offer my respectful obeisances unto Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the ultimate goal of life for one bereft of all possessions in this material world, and is the only meaning for one advancing in spiritual life. Thus, let me write about his magnanimous contribution of devotional service and love of God. Let me first offer my respectful obeisances unto Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the ultimate goal of life for one bereft of all possessions in this material world, and is the only meaning for one advancing in spiritual life. Thus let me write about his magnanimous contribution of devotional service and love of God. Jaya Jaya Mahaprabhu Shri Krishna Chaitanya Tahara Charana Shrita Se Boradanya. Let me offer glorification to the Supreme Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. One who has taken shelter of his lotus feet is the most glorified person. Purve Gurvari Chai Tattva Koila Namaskar Guru Tattva Kohijachi Ebe Panchara Bichar. In the beginning I have discussed the truth about the spiritual master. Now I shall try to explain the Pancha-tattva. Pancha-tattva Bhatirna Chaitanya Rasange Pancha-tattva Loyakoran Sankirtana Range. These 5 tattvas incarnate with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and thus the Lord executes his Sankirtan movement with great pleasure. Pancha-tattva ekpastu nahi kichubed rasa swarite tabu vibida bibed. Pancha-tattva ekpastu nahi kichubed rasa swarite tabu vibida bibed. Spiritually, there are no differences between these 5 tattvas, for on the transcendental platform everything is absolute. Yet there are also varieties in the spiritual world, and in order to taste these spiritual varieties, one should distinguish between them. Pancha-tattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta-rupa Svarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta-shaktikam. Let me offer my obeisances unto Lord Sri Krishna, who has manifested himself in 5 as a devotee, expansion of a devotee, incarnation of a devotee, pure devotee, and devotional energy. Swayam Bhagavan Krishna Ekale Ishwar Advitiya Nandatmaja Rasika Shikar. Krishna, the reservoir of all pleasure, is the Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself, the Supreme Controller. No one is greater than or equal to Sri Krishna, yet He appears as the son of Maharaj Nanda. Rasadi Bilasi Braja Lalana Nagar Arajat Sabdeka Taraparikar. Lord Sri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the supreme enjoyer in the rasa dance. He is the leader of the damsels of Braja, and all others are simply His associates. Say Krishna Vatirna, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Say Parikaragan, Sangi Sabdanya. The self-same Lord Krishna invented Himself as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with all His eternal associates, who are also equally glorious. Ekale Ishwara Tattva, Chaitanya Ishwar, Bhakta Babamoy Tara Shudakolebar. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the Supreme Controller, the one personality of Godhead, has ecstatically become a devotee, yet his body is transcendental and not materially tinged. Krishna Madhur Jara Ekadbhuta Swabhab Apana Ashwarite Krishna Kore Bhakta Bhab. The transcendental mellow of conjugal love of Krishna is so wonderful that Krishna Himself accepts the form of a devotee to relish and taste it fully. Ite Bhakta Baba Dori Chaitanya Gosai Bhakta Swarup Tara Nityananda Bai. For this reason, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Teacher, accepts the form of a devotee and accepts Lord Nityananda as his elder brother. Bhakta Avatara Tara Acharya Gosai 18 Tattva Sabe Prabhu Koregai. Sri Advaitacharya is Lord Chaitanya's incarnation as a devotee. Therefore, these three tattvas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, and Advaita Gosai, are the predominators or masters. So these three, Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, and Advaitacharya, are all in the supreme category of Vishnu Tattva. Ek Mahaprabhu Ara Prabhu Dui Jan, Dui Prabhu Sebe Mahaprabhu Charan. One of them is Mahaprabhu and the other two are Prabhus. These two Prabhus serve the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu. 18 Tattva Sarva Rajya Korimani Chaturta Jai Bhakta Tattva Aradhaka Jani. The three predominators, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, and Advaita Prabhu, are worshipable by all living entities. And the fourth principle, Sri Gadadhar Prabhu, is to be understood as their worshipper. Shivasari Jatakoti Koti Bhaktagan, Shuddha Bhakta Tattva Madhye Tasavar Ganan. There are innumerable pure devotees of the Lord, headed by Srivas Thakur, who are known as unalloyed devotees. Gadadhar Panditadi Prabhur Shakti Avatar Antaranga Bhakta Kore Ganana Jahar. The devotees headed by Gadadhar Pandit are to be considered incarnations of the internal potency of the Lord. They are confidential devotees engaged in the service of the Lord. Jasava Loya Prabhu Nitya Bihar Jasava Loya Prabhu Kirtana Prachar Jasava Loya Korana Prema Ashwadan Jasava Loya Dana Kore Premadan. The internal devotees or potencies, are all eternal associates in the pastimes of the Lord. Only with them does the Lord advent to propound the Sankirtan movement. Only with them does the Lord taste the mellow of conjugal love, and only with them does He distribute this love of God to people in general. Se Pancha-tattva Mili Prativyasya Purva Prema Bandharer Mudra Ugadiya Panche mili lute prema kore ashwadan jata jata piye Krishna more anukan. The characteristics of Krishna are understood to be a storehouse of transcendental love. Although that storehouse of love certainly came with Krishna when he was present, it was sealed. But when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came with his associates of the Pancha-tattva, they broke the seal and plundered the storehouse to taste transcendental love of Krishna. The more they tasted it, the more their thirst for it grew. Puna puna piyaya hoy mahamata nache kande hasegai jache maramata. Sri Pancha-tattva themselves danced again and again, and thus made it easier to drink nectarian love of Godhead. They danced, cried, laughed, and chanted like madmen, and in this way they distributed love of Godhead. Patra patra bichar nahi stanastan jay jaha paitaha kore premadan. In distributing love of Godhead, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates did not consider who was a fit candidate and who was not, nor where such distribution should or should not take place. They made no conditions. Wherever they got the opportunity, the members of the Pancha-tattva distributed love of Godhead. Lutiya kaya diya bandara ujade ascharya bandara prema shataguna bare. Although the members of the Pancha-tattva plundered the storehouse of love of Godhead and ate and distributed its contents, there was no scarcity, for this wonderful storehouse is so complete that as the love is distributed, the supply increases hundreds of times. Ucha-lila prema banya chodika bedai stri brida balak juba sabare dubai. The flood of love of Godhead swelled in all directions, and thus young men, old men, women, and children were all immersed in that inundation. Sajjana durjana pangu jara andagan prema banjaya dubaila jagaterajan. The Krishna consciousness movement will inundate the entire world and drown everyone, whether one be a gentleman, a rogue, or even lame, invalid, or blind. The Krishna conscious movement will inundate the entire world and drown everyone, whether one be a gentleman, a rogue, or even lame, invalid, or blind. Jagat dubila jiber hoila bijanash tahadeke pancha janer parama ulas. When the five members of the Pancha-tattva saw the entire world drowned in love of Godhead and the seed of material enjoyment in the living entities completely destroyed, they all became exceedingly happy. Jata jata prema vrishti kore pancha jane tata tata bare jala vyape tribhuvane. The more the five members of the Pancha-tattva cause the rains of love of Godhead to fall, the more the inundation increases and spreads all over the world. Mayavadi karmanishta kutarkika gan nindaka pashandi jata paduya adam sesa mahadaka dhanabalaila se banya tasabare chunite narila. The impersonalist, fruit of workers, false logicians, blasphemers, non-devotees, and lowest among the student community are very expert in avoiding the Krishna consciousness movement, and therefore the inundation of Krishna consciousness cannot touch them. So the impersonalist, fruit of workers, false logicians, blasphemers, non-devotees, and lowest among the student community are very expert in avoiding the Krishna consciousness movement, and therefore the inundation of Krishna consciousness cannot touch them. Tahadeke Mahaprabhu Korana Chintan Jagat Dubai Teami Korelun Chatan Keho Keho Udaila Pratigya Hoila Banga Tasaba Dubai Te Patiba Kichuranga. Seeing that the mayavadis and others were fleeing, Lord Chaitanya thought, I wanted everyone to be immersed in this inundation of love of Godhead, but some of them have escaped. Therefore I shall devise a trick to drown them also. So this love of Godhead was swelling and going in all directions, but some of these persons, the impersonalists, fruitive workers, false logicians, blasphemers, non-devotees, and lowest among the student community, they're seen to be escaping. And so Mahaprabhu thought, I wanted everyone to be immersed in this inundation of love of Godhead, but some of them have escaped. Therefore, I shall devise a trick to drown them also. Ita boli mani kichu koriya bichar, sannyas ashrama prabhu koila angikar. Thus the Lord accepted the sannyas order of life after full consideration. Chabish Vatsara Chila Grihasta Ashrame Pancha Bimishati Barshe Koila Jati Dharme. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu remained in householder life for 24 years, and on the verge of his 25th year, he accepted the sannyas order. Sannyas Koriya Prabhu Koila Akarshan Jatika Palanachila Tarki Kadigan. Sannyas Koriya Prabhu Koila Akarshan Jatika Palaya Chila Tarkika Adigan. After accepting the sannyas order, Mahaprabhu attracted the attention of all those who had evaded him, beginning with the logicians. Paduya Pashandi Karmi Nindakari Jat Tara Adi Prabhupai Hoy Anubat. Thus the students, infidels, fruitive workers, and critics all came to surrender unto the lotus feet of the Lord. Aparad Kamaila Dubila Premajale Keba Udaibe Prabhur Prema Mahajale. Lord Chaitanya excused them all, and they merged into the ocean of devotional service, for no one can escape the unique loving network of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sabanishtarite Prabhu Kripabatar Sabanishtarite Kore Chaturi Apar. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in order to deliver all the fallen souls. Therefore, he devised many methods to liberate them from the clutches of Maya. Tabi Nija Bhakta Koila Jatamalecha Adi Sabi Udaila Matra Kashira Mayavadi. All were converted into devotees of Lord Chaitanya, even the Malechas and Yavanas. Only the impersonalist followers of Shankaracharya evaded him. And it says here in particular, Sabi Edaila Matra Kashir Mayavadi, the impersonalist followers of Shankaracharya who were staying in Kashi or Varanasi, now in modern times was sometimes called Benares. So all were converted into devotees of Lord Chaitanya, even the Malechas and Yavanas. Only the impersonalist followers of Shankaracharya evaded him. Vrindavana Jaite Prabhu Rahila Kashite Mayavadi Gan Tare Lagila Nindite. While Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was passing through Varanasi on his way to Vrindavan, the Mayavadi sannyasi philosophers blasphemed against him in many ways. Sannyasi hoya kore gayana nachan, nakore vedanta pata kore sankirtan. The blasphemers said, although a sannyasi, he does not take interest in the study of Vedanta, but instead always engages in chanting and dancing in Sankirtan. So they were thinking that Mahaprabhu is not acting like a sannyasi. He's not studying the Vedanta Sutra. He's not doing meditation. He's not following the impersonalist philosophy of Shankaracharya, although he's apparently taken initiation in the Bharati Sampradaya from Kesha Bharati, which means that he should be behaving as a mayavadi sannyasi, but we don't see that from him. Instead, he's dancing, chanting, and acting like a bavuka, which means either a sentimentalist or a fanatic. Murka sannyasi nija dharma nahijane, bavuka hoya fere, bavukarasane. This Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is an illiterate sannyasi and therefore does not know his real function. Guided only by his sentiments, he wanders about in the company of other sentimentalists, other bavukas. Esab Shunya Prabhu Hase Mane Mane Upekka Koriya Karu Nakoila Sambhashane. Hearing all this blasphemy, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu merely smiled to himself, rejected all these accusations, and did not talk with the mayavadis. So Mahaprabhu didn't pay any attention to their blasphemy. But they're saying he's only dancing and chanting. That's not proper for a sannyasi. So they're criticizing. Upekka Koriya Koila Mathura Gaman Mathura Dekiya Puna Koila Agaman. Thus neglecting the blasphemy of the Varanasi Mayavadis, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu proceeded to Mathura, and after visiting Mathura, he returned to meet the situation. Kashite Lekaka Shudra Sri Chandrasekhar Taragare Rohila Prabhu Swatantra Ishwar. This time Lord Chaitanya stayed at the house of Chandrasekhar, although he was regarded as a Shudra or Kayasta, for the Lord as the Supreme Personality of Godhead is completely independent. So he was staying at Chandrasekhar's house. He's not a Brahmin, but Mahaprabhu was taking his meals at Tapan Mishra's house. So this way, Mahaprabhu is living, when he's at Varanasi, he's staying away from the Mayavadi sannyasis, not bothering with them, doesn't care about their criticism, and just stays with his devotees. Tapan Mishra Gare Bika Nirbahan Sannyasera Sange Nahi Manini Mantran. As a matter of principle, Lord Chaitanya regularly accepted his food at the house of Tapan Mishra. He never mixed with other sannyasis, nor did he accept invitations from them. This exemplary behavior of Lord Chaitanya definitely proves that a Vaishnava sannyasi cannot accept invitations from Mayavadi sannyasis or intimately mix with them, which of course follows Mahaprabhu didn't want anything to do with in terms of mixing with the other sannyasis, because he knew them to be Mayavadis and he's not interested in their philosophy. Sanatana Gosai Ashi Tahai Milila Tarashika Lage Prabhu Dumasha Rohila. When Sanatana Goswami came from Bengal, he met Lord Chaitanya at the house of Tapan Mishra, where Lord Chaitanya remained continuously for 2 months to teach him devotional service. Tare Shikailasa Vaishnavera Dharma Bhagavat Adi Shastra Jata Guda Marma. On the basis of scripture like Srimad Bhagavatam, which reveal these confidential directions, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed Sanatana Goswami regarding all the regular activities of a devotee. Iti madhye Chandrasekhar Mishra Tapan Duke Hao Prabhu Pai Koilani Vedan. While Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was instructing Sanatana Goswami, both Chandrasekhar and Tapan Mishra became very unhappy. Therefore, they submitted an appeal unto the lotus feet of the Lord. Katika Shuniba Prabhu Tomaranibe Katika Shuniba Prabhu Tomaranendan Na Parisahite Ebe Chariba Jivan. How long can we tolerate the blasphemy by your critics against your conduct. We should give up our lives rather than hear such blasphemy. Tomare nindaye jata sannyasiragan shunitena parifate hridoya shravan. The mayavadi sannyasis are all criticizing your holiness. We cannot tolerate hearing such criticism, for this blasphemy breaks our hearts. Iha shuni rohe prabhu ishat hashiya sekale ek vipra milila asiya. While Tapan Mishra and Chandrasekhar were thus talking with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he only smiled slightly and remained silent. At that time, a Brahmin came there to meet the Lord. So, Tapan Mishra and Chandrasekhar are complaining about the mayavadi sannyasis, criticizing Mahaprabhu. But Mahaprabhu is not taking very much notice. He listens, and he only smiles slightly, and he remains silent. Then a Brahmin came to meet the Lord. Ashini vedana kore chanane doriya ek bastu magon deha prasana hoya. Ashini vedana kore chanane doriya ek bastu magon deho prasana hoya. The Brahmin immediately fell at the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and requested him to accept his proposal in a joyful mood. Sakala sannyasi mui koinuni mantran tumijadi aisha purna hoy moraman. My dear Lord, I have invited all the sannyasis of Benares to my home. My desires will be fulfilled if you also accept my invitation. So we heard previously that Mahaprabhu usually will not accept invitations where the mayavadi sannyasis are going to be present. But now, since he's hearing from Tapan Mishra and Chandrasekhar about how these mayavadi sannyasis are criticizing and disturbing the devotees, then Mahaprabhu decides that he will change their mentality. He will convert them to become Vaishnavas. And he can do that, obviously. He's the Supreme Lord himself. Najaha sannyasi goshti iha amijani more anugraha kora nimantrana mani. My dear Lord, I know that you never mix with other sannyasis, but please be merciful unto me and accept my invitation. So, special circumstance, the Brahmin is saying, I know you don't ever come to where the mayavadi sannyasis are, but you please do so. I'm inviting you. And Mahaprabhu is considering that this Brahmin is a devotee, and Mahaprabhu is affectionate towards him, so he will accept this invitation. Prabhu hase nimantrana koila angikar sannyasire kripalagi e bangi tahar. Lord Chaitanya smiled and accepted the invitation of the Brahmin. He made this gesture to show his mercy to the mayavadi sannyasis. Se vipra janena prabhu na jana koragare tahara preranaya tare atyagraha kore. The Brahmin knew that Mahaprabhu never went to anyone else's house, yet due to inspiration from the Lord, he earnestly requested him to accept this invitation. So even knowing that Mahaprabhu usually will not go to anyone else's house, still the Brahmin felt inspired to invite Mahaprabhu to come to his house. Aradine Gela Prabhu se Viprabhavane Dekilena Basijachin Sanyasiragane. The next day, when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to the house of that Brahmin, he saw all the sannyasis of Benares sitting there. Sab namaskari gela para prakalana kori vasila sestane. Sab namaskari gela para prakalana kori vasila sestane. As soon as Mahaprabhu saw the sannyasis, he immediately offered obeisances, and then he went to wash his feet. After washing his feet, he sat down by the place where he had done so. By offering his obeisances to the mayavadi sannyasis, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very clearly exhibited his humbleness to everyone. His humility he showed them. Vaishnavas must not be disrespectful to anyone, to say nothing of a sannyasi. Mahaprabhu teaches, amanina manadena. One should always be respectful to others, but should not demand respect for himself. A sannyasi should always walk barefoot, and therefore, when he enters a temple or a society of devotees, he should first wash his feet and then sit down in a proper place. In India, it is still the prevalent custom that one puts his shoes in a special place and then enters the temple barefoot after washing his feet. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is an ideal acharya, and those who follow in his footsteps should practice the methods of devotional life that he teaches us. Basya Korila Kichu Aishvarya Prakash Mahatejo Moy Bahu Kote Suryabhas. After sitting on the ground, Mahaprabhu exhibited his mystic power by manifesting an effulgence as brilliant as the illumination of millions of suns. Prabhavya Karshila Sab Sanyasiraman Utila Sannyasi Sab Chadiya Asan. When the sannyasis saw the brilliant illumination of the body of Mahaprabhu, their minds were attracted, and they all immediately gave up their sitting places and stood in respect. So Mahaprabhu showed his humility. He offered some respect to the mayavadi sannyasis. Then he washed his feet and sat down in the place where he was washing his feet. That place is not clean, but Mahaprabhu sat there, and this is to give some sukriti to the mayavadi sannyasis, and in particular to Prakashananda Saraswati, because they will say, oh, he's sitting in this unclean place, and they escort him into the assembly of the devotees, and that gives him some agyata sukriti, some good fortune on a spiritual level, by showing some kindness. By Mahaprabhu's action, he's eliciting some good behavior out of the sannyasis. Although they were criticizing him, he is there, and he is engaging them so that they can be brought to the platform of devotional service. Vasya Korila Kichu Aishvarya Prakash Mahatejo Moy Bapu Kote Suryabhas. After sitting on the ground, Mahaprabhu exhibited his mystic power by manifesting an effulgence as brilliant as the illumination of millions of suns. Prabhavya Karshila Sab Sanyasi Raman Utila Sannyasi Sab Chadiya Asan. When the sannyasis saw the brilliant illumination of the body of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, their minds were attracted, and they all immediately gave up their sitting places and stood in respect. Prakashananda Name Sarva Sannyasi Pradhan Prabhuke Kohila Kichu Korea Saman. The leader of all the mayavadi sannyasis present was named Prakashananda Saraswati, and after standing up, he addressed Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as follows, with great respect. Ihan Aisha Shunaha Sripad Apavitra Stane Baisha Kiba Abasad. Please come here, your holiness. Why do you sit in that unclean place? What has caused your lamentation? Prabhu kohe amihoy hina sambranaya toma sabars savai basita najujad. The Lord replied, I belong to a lower order of sannyasis. Therefore I do not deserve to sit with you. So, although apparently Mahaprabhu had accepted sannyas from Keshav Bharati, but among the considerations of the mayavadis, there are higher and lower orders of sannyas, and the Bharati group is not considered to be among the highest levels of the sannyas order. So Mahaprabhu plays upon their idea of some kind of pecking order when he says, the Lord replied, I belong to a lower order of sannyasis, therefore I do not deserve to sit with you. Apane Prakashananda Hatete Doriya Basaila Saba Madhye Samana Korea Apane Prakashananda Hatete Doriya Basaila Saba Madhye Samana Korea. Prakashananda Saraswati, however, caught Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally by the hand and seated him with great respect in the midst of the assembly. The respectful behavior of Prakashananda Saraswati towards Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very much to be appreciated. Such behavior is calculated to be agyata sukriti, or pious activities that one executes unknowingly. Thus Mahaprabhu very tactfully gave Prakashananda Saraswati an opportunity to advance in agyata sukriti so that in the future he might actually become a Vaishnava sannyasi. So Mahaprabhu was giving him an opportunity to help welcome him and bring him properly into the assembly of the sannyasis, and this will give Prakashananda Saraswati some good sukriti to help him advance further. Puchila Tomaranam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Keshab Bharatira Sishya Tate Tumidanya. Prakashananda Saraswati then said, I understand that your name is Sri Krishna Chaitanya. You are a disciple of Sri Kesha Bharati, and therefore you are glorious. Sampradayika Sannyasi Tumi Raha Egrame Kikarane Amasabar Nakora Darshane. You belong to our Shankar Sampradaya and live in our village Varanasi. Why then do you not associate with us? Why is it that you avoid even seeing us? And as a fact, Mahaprabhu avoided associating with the mayavadis, and he avoided even seeing them. So they're aware, why are you behaving in this way? Why? You are apparently one of us. You accepted sannyas of Kesha Bharati. He's in Shankaracharya's sampradaya. So then why don't you associate with us? Sannyasi hoya kora nartanagayan bavuka sab sange loya kora sankirtan. You are a sannyasi. Why then do you indulge in chanting and dancing, engaging in your sankirtan movement in the company of fanatics? Vedanta patan dhyana sannyasera dharma tatachari korakene bhavukera karma. Meditation and the study of Vedanta are the sole duties of a sannyasi. Why do you abandon these to dance with fanatics and sentimentalists? Prabhavidekiye Toma Sakat Narayan Hinachara Korakene Ite Kikaran. You look as brilliant as if you were Narayan himself. Will you kindly explain the reason that you have adopted the behavior of lower class people? Prabhu Kohe Shuna Sripad Iharakaran Guru More Murkadeki Korila Shashan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied to Prakashananda Saraswati, my dear sir, kindly hear the reason. My spiritual master considered me a fool, and therefore he chastised me. Now, Mahaprabhu certainly wasn't a fool in Navadip. Navadip, he was known as Nimai Pandit, very learned, very expert in presenting any argument. But here, for the sake of talking to the Mayavadi sannyasis, he presents himself as, my dear sir, kindly hear the reason. My spiritual master considered me a fool, and therefore he chastised me. Murka tumi tomar nahika vedantadikar Krishna mantra japasada a mantrasar. You are a fool, he said. You are not qualified to study Vedanta philosophy, and therefore you must always chant the holy name of Krishna. This is the essence of all mantras or Vedic hymns. Krishna mantra hoite habe samsara mochan Krishna nama hoite pabe Krishnada Charan. Simply by chanting the holy name of Krishna, one can obtain freedom from material existence. Indeed, simply by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, one will be able to see the lotus feet of the Lord. Nama binu kali kale nahi aradharma sarva mantra saranama eshastra marma. In this age of Kali, there is no religious principle other than the chanting of the holy name, which is the essence of all Vedic hymns. This is the purport of all scriptures. Eta boli ek shloka shakaila more kande kore ek shloka korya bichare. After describing the potency of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, my spiritual master taught me another verse, advising me to always keep it within my throat. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Eva Kevalam, Kalo Nastyeva, Nastyeva, Nastyeva Gatiranyata. For spiritual progress in the age of Kali, there is no alternative, there is no alternative, there is no alternative to the holy name, the holy name, the holy name of the Lord. Eyagyapayanam loy anukan nama loite mora branta hoilaman. Since I received this order from my spiritual master, I always chant the holy name. But I thought that by chanting and chanting the holy name, I had been bewildered. Darya dorite nari, hoilama unmata, hasikandi nachigai, jaiche muramata. While chanting the holy name of the Lord in pure ecstasy, I lose myself, and thus I laugh, cry, dance, and sing, just like a madman. Tabe dorya dori mane korilon bichar, Krishna name jnana chana hoila amar. Collecting my patience, therefore, I began to consider that chanting the holy name of Krishna had covered all my spiritual knowledge. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu hints in this verse that to chant the holy name of Krishna, one does not need to speculate on the philosophical aspects of the science of God, for one automatically becomes ecstatic and without consideration immediately chants, dances, laughs, cries, and sings just like a madman. With one experiences Krishna Prem, ecstatic love of God. Pago hoilan ami dorya nahimane eta chinti nibedi lun gurur charane. I saw that I had become mad by chanting the holy name, and I immediately submitted this at the lotus feet of my spiritual master. Kiba mantra dila gosai, kiba tarabal, japite mantra, korila paga. My dear Lord, what kind of mantra have you given me? I become mad simply by chanting this Maha Mantra. Hashaya nachai more koraya krandan eta shuni guru hasi bolila bhajan. Chanting the holy name in ecstasy causes me to dance, laugh, and cry. When my spiritual master heard all this, he smiled and then began to speak. So I'll continue with this reading. Mahaprabhu is explaining to the mayavadi sannyasis why their dry pursuit of just reciting the why just studying the Vedanta Sutra and also their so-called meditation. It's not really very useful. Rather, he said, if you would just chant the holy name, the Maha Mantra, you will derive real benefit. So now we will continue with our next reading about how Mahaprabhu says my spiritual master responded to my questions. So now we're going to sing Hari Harai. Hariharaya Nama Krishna Jaravaya Nama
Hariharaya Nama Krishna Jaravaya Namaha
Jaravaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama
Jaravaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha
Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan
Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan
Giridhari Gopinatha Marana Mohan
Giridhari Gopinath Marana Mohan
Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra
Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra
Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda
Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda
Jai Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath
Jai Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath
Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunath
Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunath
H.I. Gosai Kori Charana Bandhan
Nitai Gosai Kori Charana Bandhan
Javate Vignana Shabista Puran
Javite Vignana Shavista Puran
H.I. Gosai Jan Mui Taradas
Nitai Gosai Jan Muri Taradas
Dasava Pararenu Mora Panchagras
Ashavar Padarinu Mora Panchagras
Chadir Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanibhas
Sadir Charana Shri Bhakta Shanibhas
Janame Janame More Abhilas
Janame Janame More Abhilas
H.I. Gosai Jabe Braje Kolaban
Nitai Gosai Jabe Braje Kolaban
Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Korila Prakash Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Korila
Prakash
Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan
Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan
Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Manjai Aman
Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Manjai Aman
Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Koriyas
Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Koriyas
Harinam Sankirtana Kohe Narathamudan
Harinam Sankirtana Kohe Narathamada
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare
Nitai Gora Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol
Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol
Nitai Gora Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol
Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol
Jai Saparikara Shri Shri Guru Goranga Gandharvika Giridhari Ju Ki Jai
Jai
Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paravajaka Charyasta Tarasara Shri Shrimad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai
Jai.
Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paravajaka Charyasta Tatra Sata Shri Shrimad Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Sananda Saraswati Goswami Thakur ki jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Sat Chidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Rupanuga Guru Bharga ki jai. Namachari Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhatta Das Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu ki jai. Premsigo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasani Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu ki jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur ki jai. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavad ki jai. Naratam Srinivas Shamananda Prabhu ki jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vishvavarenya Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada ki jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmala Acharya Maharaj ki jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Madhacharya Vrinda ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Shri Navadip Dham ki jai. Shri Dham Mayapur ki jai. Saparshada Shri Nityananda Prabhu ki jai. Saparshada Shri Mahaprabhu ki jai. Shri Kuladvip ki jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat ki jai. Soquel Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Seva Ashram ki jai. Ganga Devi ki jai. Tulasi Madharani ki jai. Bhakti Devi ki jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Go Gopi Govardhan Shyam Kunda Radha Kunda Kalindi Yamuna Jo ki jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. All the assembled devotees ki jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo.
Srila Bhakti Pavan Janardan Maharaj ki jai.